Can you really make money day trading? So that's the topic that I want to get into in this video. Um, to make it short and sweet and to the point, I don't want to spend hours and hours talking about this subject because this subject is so, it's so generic. There's so much more that gets tied into this one simple question. And to be quite honest, can you really make money day trading? The answer is absolutely yes. Can you blow up your account? Absolutely yes as well. So with that being said, there's this saying that goes around, it's like 95 or 98% of day traders fail and they lose money. And that's completely 100% accurate. I think that for most people, you know, day trading, the idea of day trading and being able to sit at your laptop or from your phone or, from the beach or from your penthouse or, on vacation and being able to generate money sounds enticing. It sounds very, very lucrative. It sounds easy. You may come across social media and you see this day trader that just bought this Lamborghini. You see this day trader that just bought, this $1 million house. You see this day trader that's, flashing XYZ. What you don't see is how many accounts did they blow up? How long was their learning curve? How long did it really take them to become profitable? Did they lose in the beginning? How much money did they lose? What did they give up to actually make this their profession? Before you see all the glitz and the glamour on social media, and before you see, somebody living the most lavish lifestyle and, they're only working 1 hour a day, what did it really take to go into that? Now, I'll be completely honest. Yes, I'm a full-time day trader. I do trade successfully. I do have a mortgage payment. I do have 2 car payments, one car that's paid off. I do have to pay for electricity. I have to pay for utilities. I have to pay for food. I have to pay for gas. I also have, a teenage son that, needs, stuff for, they need money for the spear pack for football. They need, new cleats. They need new shoes. They need new backpack. They need this, that, and the other. So all of this stuff comes along with the game. So if you really want the short answer, can you really make money day trading? The answer is 100% yes. Clean and simple as it can get. But what it takes to actually become a profitable trader is a whole laundry list of things that, would take me hours and hours to explain to you. Um, the real key here to being able to be profitable and make money day trading is accountability. Okay. So, accountability accountability here is going to be key when it comes to day trading, just due to the fact that when you really look at what it takes to become profitable, it's accountability and it's looking into yourself and it's also checking your ego at the door. So, you really have to check your ego. You have to be realistic. So I'm also going to, include this in here. Check your ego. You need to be realistic. You need to understand that if you come into the markets with, let's say, $1,000, are you really going to sit here and make $100,000 in a month? You know, the logical and most realistic answer is going to be no. If you come into this market with, let's say, $100,000, is it going to be that much more easier for you to make maybe 1,000, 5,000, $10,000 versus someone who comes into the market only with, $1,000 of capital and only able to trade, maybe 20 shares of XYZ stock, maybe buy one options contract of XYZ stock? You have to think about the bigger picture. You have to be realistic. You have to understand that you will lose. So that's a huge one. You will lose. Okay. As simple as these things sound, when it comes down to it, when it comes down to like the really nitty gritty of day trading, um, a lot of the times you're so excited. You turn on the computer, you turn on your phone, you turn on your laptop, you look at the charts, the market is open, you see things moving up, you see things moving down. You think that you can just buy here, stock price is going to go higher. You think that you can just short a position here, stock price is going to go lower. You're not understanding that the overall number one key to making money is managing risk more so than, you know, how much money are you going to make? The bigger question is how well are you going to manage your risk? And what I mean by managing risk is I can take 10 trades Okay. I can take 10 trades today. 5 trades be losers. Okay. 5 trades are winners. Now you're going to sit back and think, well, this is a 50% win rate, so you must break even, right? Meaning that if we started with $1,000, okay, if we started with $1,000, and we won 5 trades, and then we took another 5 trades and we lost those 5 trades, well, then our balance is still going to be $1,000. And that's completely, obviously, 1,000% inaccurate, because I can take 5 trades that lose and lose $25 on those 5 trades, right? So that's a total of $250. And I can take another 5 trades that make $100, and that's a total of $500 profit. You deduct the losing trades, which is the 5 trades of $25 as $125, and deduct that from the winning trades of $500. And now you come into a plus net positive of $375. So at the end of 10 trades, even though, yes, you lost and you were wrong on 5 of those trades, you still came out plus positive $375. So the whole idea of trading and being able to actually be consistent and make money day trading is managing that risk. So many people that come into my Discord, I see people come in, I see them make some money. They have some really good trades. The overall market is trending in one direction. Everyone's happy. And then we go into a 1-2 week distribution consolidation, a little bit of a chop cycle. We have a bad news headline here, bad news headline here. They're taking trades consistently, still trading the way that they were when they made, you know, great gains that week when the market was trending. And now they've completely either blown up their accounts, because you never see them come back. They never post anymore. You see them completely lose interest. And then you just don't hear from them anymore. So, you know, just being around this game for as long as I've been around this, you know, this retail trading space game, this day trading space game, I've seen it all. I've seen people come in, throw in, you know, large sums of money into these plays that just go on these parabolic moves. They make a ton of money, and then they go on to lose 30, 40, 50% of that, and sometimes even 80, 90% of that. And then I come in and I see people also who, you know, they have a little bit of success, and then they don't really have a particular trading strategy. They don't have the psychology down. They don't have good risk management. And then, you know, they kind of just break even on this trade. And then they take a winning trade, and then they kind of give it back. And then they take another winning trade, and then they kind of give it back. And then, like, you kind of ask them, and you dive into a conversation with them 2, 3, 4 months later. And it's like, how are you doing? How's your, your portfolio? How is that high or low, right? And a higher low, when you think about trading, is if you think about trading, and let's say your starting capital is down here, right? And then let's say you take a winning trade, and then you have another winning trade, and then you have a losing trade, right? And then you don't manage risk well, and you take another losing trade, right? And then let's say you go on a hot streak and you take 3 small winning trades, okay? And then let's say you take one trade, you get completely emotional. Do not cut the trade when you're supposed to cut the trade, meaning you don't manage your risk well, right? Because you're emotional, because you think that the stock is coming back. And let's say you take one big losing day, right? Fine. It happens to the best of us. It happens to everyone. And then let's say you go on, let's say a week's worth of winning trades, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winning trades, right? At the end of the 2 to 3 weeks, I can sit back and ask you, well, how are you doing? And realistically, 1 month later, you're either flat or just about break even. You know, it only takes one losing trade to completely bring you back down. So when I talk about protecting your higher low, if you consistently, if you start off here, like let's say this is your starting balance, right? You start off here, and let's say you go on a run where you have 3 winning trades. And then let's say you're managing risk very, very well. You're leaving the emotions out of it. You're checking your ego. You're accepting the fact that you will lose trades. And let's say you take 2 losing trades, but those 2 losing trades are very, very small. Okay. And then let's say the following day you have one really good trade setup. Okay. And then you put in a new high. And then let's say 2 days out of the 5 trading days in a week, you have a flat day and you have a down day, right? And then you go on another day where you have a winning trade followed by another winning trade. The whole idea here is to protect these higher lows, meaning that you can take these losses, right? You can have these flat periods, but the whole objective is to protect your higher low. Okay. So the big picture of this is over a grand scheme of things, even though we're day trading, even though you can make a lot of money in a day, in a session, intraday, in a week, very, very quickly, this is also a long-term game. You have to be in the game for a long, extended period of time if you really plan to, um, grow that account and grow and protect your higher low. Now, if you just, come into this game and you treat every trade as a gamble, right? Let's say you get lucky and you have one big day here, right? Let's say you have a huge day, your starting balance is here. You have one huge run here. Maybe let's say you were swinging this play for a week. The overall market was trending. You wrote it higher. And then let's say we go into a little bit of chop consolidation. You kind of stay sideways. And then let's say the overall market wants to pull back 2, 3, 4%. That overall stock, that one stock that you're playing pulls in 9, 10%. You could potentially put yourself all the way back down below your starting balance. And let's say the stock market wants to chop around. We want to go in a little bit of distribution. You maybe have a winning trade, you take another losing trade. You essentially can just dig yourself in a deeper and deeper hole because you keep on chasing that one monster trade that you have instead of just being more consistent, okay? Being more consistent, taking these smaller trades, chopping around, cutting your losses short, having a big run here, following it up with another big run here. And then when you do have a losing trade, cutting that loss short, right? You want to cut these losses short so that way when you do have and the market does help you, you can consistently make new higher highs on your overall portfolio. So, just to kind of clarify, just to kind of get back into it, the answer to the question is simple. Can you make money day trading? The answer is yes, right? Yes, you can make money day trading. Can you make money consistently is a different question, okay? If you are not able to control your emotions, if you don't perhaps have a mentor, if you haven't put in the hours, the homework to actually dissect, how do you tick? How do you as a trader, how do you as a person react when, let's say you enter into a play, right? You enter into the stock price here, you're looking for the breakout, you get this breakout. How do you react when the stock chops around and falls back through that breakout? How do you react when the stock, okay, this is support. Let's say the stock breaks down below support. How do you feel when the stock breaks down below support? If you're a type of person that says, well, we've got more support down here, we've got another area of support down here. You know what? Let me hold this trade. Let me see if we bounce off support. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Here's the problem. Let's say we bounce off the lower level of support, come back to break even, you think everything's going to be fine, and then we roll over and flush through the lower support. Now you're in a predicament where even though you're getting these bounces, you're not really getting back up to your area of entry. So the point that I'm trying to make is that if this is support, this is your entry, and this is the first level of support, and you get this breakout play, and you get sideways consolidation, and you get a failed breakout move below your break even, and we know that support is not for another, let's say 3 to 4 points lower than where the stock broke support. If you cannot cut this trade here or even here, and you decide to hold to the next level of support, you've already lost. You will not protect your higher low on your P&L if you're consistently looking for this play and hoping that this play comes all the way back. Like I said, maybe it does and maybe it doesn't. But 9 times out of 10, as soon as this has lost this level of support, you generally don't really come back positive. Very few times do you come back positive. It's better to just exit the trade here, reassess the trade once we get back over support, back test, and maybe you can play this bounce for a break back towards these previous highs and use this as a profit taking area. Okay, this is a better setup than holding a breakdown to a further level of support, because now you're hoping that we find the floor. Now you're hoping that we find that stability. So when it comes down to can you really make money day trading, of course, I can wake up tomorrow, blindly click and buy a stock. Yes, maybe we close green on the day, and yes, maybe I make money. The next day, maybe we lose money. The next day, maybe we make money. So you're going to consistently chop yourself around if you don't have a strategy, if you don't have discipline, if you don't use good risk management. Is the trade worth taking? Sometimes just because the trade looks good and the stock is moving higher doesn't mean that it's an A plus setup where the risk to reward ratio is actually going to play out in your favor. Guys, I hope that helps. I'm going to do a little bit more of these training videos. If you found this helpful, if you took anything away from this video, please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Let me know right now, are you a consistent trader, or do you still have issues with the emotions? Do you still have issues with the risk management? If you do, I'd love to see you in my Discord. It's completely free to join. I do have a paid section for paid members who are active traders in the market, as well as a trading course, 22 videos and over 2.5 hours of video content that you can scroll through day in and day out until it kind of sinks in your head, until you start to, until that light bulb starts to come on. But until next time, guys, I will see you guys all on the next video.